everybody, welcome back to some more Voice of Cards, the Forsaken Maiden. Last we left off, we finished off the Lanka and Krim, the Ivory Maiden's Tale. Cleared out some of the, cleared up all the map. Did the side area for the Eastern Isle. And got one of the ultimate end gear pieces, specifically the heavy armor, or it might be the normal armor. This seems like it might be the heavy armor. I don't know when I'll do the arena to get the other piece of armor. But I'll probably have to do that after either this chapter or the next chapter. Yes, we're gonna dock at the East Isle. So I found out what the weird why the
East Isle, covered in dismal wetlands. Even the sea breeze blowing across the island seems suffused with melancholy.
I figured out why we had that weird, like, basically 2.5 chapter. Turns out the Northern Isle and the East Isle are actually both chapter 3. There's technically only 6 chapters. The prologue makes chapter 7.
Upon docking, your party is greeted by sodden earth studded with decaying trees and greenery. You consult your navigation map for directions to the nearby village, then set out, taking extra care with your steps, lest unwary feet plunge into the mire.
I wonder if this this isle is in the process of ruination, like active ruination. Oh, I was wondering what sound. Did you have your notification sound on? Oh, he's got little lily pads on him. Okay, cool. Please for poison. You just leave tabs open. Oh. Okay. Weirdo. Yeah, it happens. Shit, I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do the other one. Oh, what did I see here? Okay, so you're gonna do that. I was hoping to. My goal for Wondrous Stitch or Wonder Stitch is either the poison status or the deadly poison status. Because then that's for sure. That's a for sure 1 6-sided die worth of damage. And then deadly poison, it's 2 6-sided die. So it works a little bit better. Good. Oh shit, and he's resistant to wind attack. Oh no. Okay, so I don't remember if we're coming across almost called it a turtle. I don't remember coming across crabs over in this top area, so obviously there's some I guess spawn condition for them. Ooh, an event. Good spot here. Okay, here's the event. Okay. So if I want to roll a 6. Perfect. Because I rolled a 6, all these prices are increased by 60%. Not times 2. I mixed that up on accident. But I got all these supreme salves and whatnot, but I don't want to sell those. Do I have 3 rings? No. Nope, but that ring of life is like super sell heavy, but I don't want to sell that.
Back, I say. Away from here, beast. A villager waves his weapon about as he tussles with a monster.
Interesting.
The man is clearly in danger. You decide to help him subdue the fiend. Show him what you got.
Our attacks aren't high enough. Why are we getting +5? Well, at least it's a minimum of 1 damage. You might as well charge. I literally can't do any damage when they have this high of attack. Let's hope they're not resistant. Oh, come on, that should have been the 7. I actually could have used the paralysis. Oh, they're weak to it. Well, that's good. Oh yeah, they need that for him. I guess it kind of works in our favor too, but I don't know. All right, poison and deadly poison, please. Normal poison, I can take it. I'll take that.
Fortune favors the bold.
Alright, so poison's not gonna kill him, but it will.
Fortune
Well,
favors
actually,
the
it
bold.
might. They gotta roll high enough. But while he's taking damage, I can focus on the other guys. Ooh, nice. Good old 5. Because that'll ignore these defense boosts. No, I want to try to get poison on the other guy too. No, curse. Seal would have been fine too, but
Magnificent.
yeah, keep attacking. Oh, okay, fire down. I can deal with that. I guess just standard lightning on him. And then he's got fire resistance down. That will help. I just unfortunately don't know how that works. I'm guessing it's attack minus defense, teacher base damage, +5 for the fire debuff times 2. No, well, there we go. Finally got something different. Now I'll actually be able to do some decent damage. Ooh, and a crit.
Fortune favors the bold.
I wish there was some easy, good way to be able to give the enemies healing so I can actually take advantage of the curse debuff. But I don't think they're going to be eligible targets in any way. Actually, I don't know if I even tried. I should see if I can't target them. Oh, water down. Okay. Let's see. Let's do heal. No, I can't even target them. That makes me sad. Dang, I can't use my healing abilities as a active form of offense. What is this? Final Fantasy? Honestly, that's actually kind of my favorite thing to do in Final Fantasy when fighting undead enemies. They'll if you use a potion to like heal them, if they're undead, they'll actually take that potion damage or potion health as like damage. Phoenix Downs are instant kills. I think you use the revive spell as well to instantly kill enemies. I know I cheesed it for several bosses, especially in Final Fantasy IV.
With the monster dispatched, the man approaches you and offers his thanks. He explains that recent months have seen more and more monsters attacking Fenmoss, so he has been patrolling the village daily. You inquire about Fenmoss's maiden, and he informs you that she is friendly with the village mayor. You decide to hurry and meet with him.
Yeah, I love giving undead a Phoenix Down, yeah, but it's so expensive to do though, because the Phoenix Downs, yeah, you after a certain point you can buy them, but they're really expensive. I think
the bizarre rock transformed into a treasure rock.
I think mostly they're like 1,000. I think they're 1,000 gold, 1,000 GP a piece, and that's kind of hefty to use. And you mostly fight undead creatures in the beginning of the game. Now, some of my favorite things to do is use a okay, I can deal with a paralysis on the Wonder Stitch. My favorite, another favorite thing to do with undead enemies in JRPGs is the it's been a couple years, and when I mean a couple, I mean like probably closer to 10-ish years since I played it. But in Final Fantasy Tactics, you can play as like a Beastmaster class, and I don't remember if it's the PlayStation version of PlayStation Final Fantasy Tactics, or if it's Final Fantasy Tactics Advance for the Game Boy Advance. That you can get undead like zombies and their upgraded ghouls as like playable party members, but you gotta have the Beastmaster class. Trying to another thing. Just speaking on undead. One of the got me on the brought up a thought of the Final Fantasy V's class system, which I absolutely loved. Didn't care for actually Final Fantasy V story, but loved the class system with the blue mage. And having to go and get the some of the blue magic spells, especially when dealing with the undead. I think the book that gives you like level 4 doom and like level 2 death is like, I think they're considered undead demons in the bestiary. So same principle still applies. You can like throw health potions on them to hurt them.
Magnificent.
It's the same location that you fight Ifrit. Oh, he might be resistant. Oh, I mean, I love so like I didn't care for Final Fantasy V's story, but I have played it a few times. And yeah, it's good. I love like I always like having a character as a blue mage. It's one of the classes that I will start working on with at least 2 people, with just because of how with how good some of those monster spells are. I mean, eventually they'll become all onion knights anyway, and then I can just like I could have like 2 slots to put in on the main menu for what their abilities are. So like I'll have an onion knight that'll have white magic and geomancy, or white magic and whatever essentially green magic is in that one, time magic. So you can do like haste and stuff. What else is there? There's oh shit, I missed. Great. Geomancy. Yeah, it's a silly class in Final Fantasy V where they basically your battle terrain dictates what what type of damage your geomancy skill uses. No, Geomancy. Geomancy. But yeah, no, I find that one really hard to play because it's like if you're in a lava place, its skill is based off of where your battle train is. So if you're in like a volcano, your battle train is generally like fire related, so you're gonna end up doing like fire damage with the geomancy spells. And it's unfortunate because like if you're in those elemental areas where you're gonna end up getting an elemental attack, your elemental attacks are going to be resisted by most monsters because that's where they're from, from an elemental area. Ooh, hell yeah, freeze. But yeah. No, yeah, so yeah, at the time that you get level 4 doom and level 2 death, or whatever those weird like leveled, like actual specifically named level number death, level number doom, it's the same area, it's the same location that you get. Seem like that does seem like an overly silly idea to be casting spells. I mean, it was super unique to the class, but the issue is that it wasn't viable for large chunks of it, and I don't think you really got it. I don't think it was like, it was something that you got kind of midway through the game, and by that time you had other stuff that you worked with. It's unfortunate that like it's unfortunate on where it's placed. If it was one of the first classes that you unlock, it would be fine. It's just the issue is you get it kind of midway through the game and it takes forever.
Good work.
No, yeah, it's a great idea, but yeah, because enemies are typically tailored to their environment, yeah, it's not great in practice. I'm sure there's certain dungeons it works really great in because of like a neutral damage type, but I don't know. So yeah, and unfortunately when you get it, it's kind of too late in the game. It takes forever to get classes maxed out, because really what you're doing is you're trying to get certain certain party members, certain classes maxed out or at least progressed mostly through so that you can get their class skills unlocked. So like for like white mage, they have white magic, black mage, they have black magic, warrior, it's or they got the samurai, which is stances. I think warrior slash fighter is just like technique. But basically those specially named menu items, once you hit a certain level in a class or max out that class, it unlocks not only progression for the Onion Knight class, but it lets you take that class ability and put it onto Onion Knight. So you can have an Onion Knight character with, you know, they'll have the fight option, the item option, white magic and black magic, white magic and red magic. If you maxed out Bard, they'd have song. Songs. If you maxed out or got to a point for blue mage, they'd have like, you could have in your set the blue magic. Monk, you have your key.
You stand in the village of Fenmos.
After some point, you just
forced into
you have a whole party of Onion Knights, and that's fine. Takes a while to unlock though.
Indescribable gloom creeps into the village from the swamp.
And I'm just trying to remember certain and these are like named characters, so like for the party. So like I know you have, I think his name is Bartz. It's either Bertz or Bartz. For like the main hero. Let's see. You have Bartz, you have the princess, you have the pirate lady who I think is like Fiona or something like that, and then you have an older guy. And then like a fifth member that kind of comes and goes when one of them's not there. And I remember certain classes work better on certain people because of their stats. I think it's like Bart's usually is best with white mage because he's slow.
You glance down at his legs.
Or slower, so like he can
the knee down. Might be
so he can be like one of the last people to act. So if you need to like heal, heal the damage away instead of like being like, oh, I gotta heal last turn's damage. I'm now healing this turn's damage. The older guy had like a better. He had I think he was more of a fighter, so I think he had more defense and strength. The pirate the girl pirate captain had, I think, higher dexterity. So like there were certain characters were better off with certain classes.
Murmuring, dim.
Jeez, look at his glasses. Those are like the black sunglasses from Pokemon. His dark type attacks do 20% more damage.
At your question, the man sighs. I have nothing but troubles. This man, who radiates as much gloom as the wetlands around him.
Oh shit, I already found him.
Fenmos. He is also a researcher who has spent many years dedicated to the study of monsters. He explains that the monsters in the swamp have grown more and more active, causing great harm to the village. This developed according to the mayor. The Onyx Maiden has traveled northeast to the wicked wetlands to hunt the beasts.
Perfect. We know where we need to go.
Her maiden's relic. You decide to head that way as well.
We're gonna talk to people first.
Things the maiden has done for me. Why, any time I had a problem, she was there. woman proceeds to rattle off a list of times the maiden had come to her aid.
Well, that's good. But at some point, you probably have thought, aren't you just a
She
burden?
clearly trusts in the maiden with every fiber of her being.
I know I'd feel that way if I constantly had someone coming to, quote unquote, my rescue.
The maiden is the island's last hope, the old woman wails.
Oh, yeah. This is part of the, it's all marshy like this because it's sinking.
To hear this man tell it, the island wasn't always covered in wetlands. The transition happened quite suddenly. He mentions that his bags are always packed, lest he need to flee a sudden mire.
Yeah. So, okay, so yeah, my theory on this being like a island, because like a whole island being like a swamp doesn't seem like a thing for like a place in an archipelago. Now, if there was an area in the island where it is swampy, I mean that's fine, but oh fuck yeah. I didn't realize I would be able to buy it. Do they stack though? Okay, Laty, I know that we did all this stuff to get you like boosted up, but I like mana crystals. I like me some mana rocks. Oh wait, I should go to the inn first. I don't think, I wonder how many times.
The innkeeper looks at you with a blank expression. Rest wherever you want, whenever you want. It makes no difference,
Oh,
she says.
this is sad.
The words almost drip. No point in making money if we're all gonna die anyhow, she
Wow,
continues,
that's really sad.
resigned to her supposed fate.
Oh well. Anytime I go into town, I should, if I know, I gotta get better at that. If I know that I'm missing health, I should probably always go to the town, and hit the inn because I don't have to pay for it. Now, the issue is that I forgot to check the armor to see what he has. Oh, he has the protector sword. It seems like there's less equipment than the last game. But that's kind of not true because there is more equipment than the last game. It's just there's more varieties of equipment. It's just I don't know how much I like it. Because they're just gonna die anyway. Why would they leave? I get what you're saying. If the island's going down, why is there an exodus from the island? I think this, because this island is going through what they've referred to as ruination. I think it has a psychological effect, psychological, emotional, spiritual effect, where it just literally weighs down these people to not, like, they get literally mired in their own, like, woe is me.
The wicked wetlands are
and so they don't do anything
monsters.
To help themselves.
Passing adventurers meet their fate either at the bottom of the murky marsh or upon a monster's jagged fangs. It's plain that there are a great many fiends lying in wait here, You try to focus, but a scream rends through the pattering rain, not far from where you stand now.
I like this rain effect. This is really cool.
Worried that someone is being attacked by monsters, you rush to the source of the scream. You
Hey, he
spot a
looks
man
familiar.
frantically trying to pull something from the marshy waters. Desperation tinges every syllable of his shouts. Hang on, I got you. Your eyes move to the man's hand, and you see that he's holding another person's. Someone has gotten stuck in the bog and is sinking into it.
Oh, this is fun. Help
Now
the person
free,
by pulling up the
woman
card.
splutters and spits out mud. I'm sorry this keeps happening, she says. Perhaps she is accustomed to getting stuck in bogs. The pair thanks you for your help and then offers their names. The woman is Queenie, the Onyx Maiden, who wishes dearly to save this island.
Are you sure about that? We have a track record of those who save the islands tend to die.
The man is called Blight.
Of course he is.
Judging from
God,
his
what an edgy
incessant
name.
fussing on-
Blight.
The man is called Blight. Judging from his incessant fussing, and they explain they seek a rare flower that blooms here. Traveling through the monster-infested wetlands is terribly dangerous for only 2 people. You've come this far already, so you offer to accompany them.
Venture further into the wicked wetlands. Oh man. Okay, so this is definitely good to have a JRP
As
or
you plod and
hold on.
slosh your way through the mushy ground, the Onyx Maiden claims that this type of butterfly, as you discuss this, the butterfly flies off, scales fluttering to the ground in its wake. You might be able to find your way to the flower if you follow the butterfly.
Sure.
Wow, what a beauteous butterfly.
In a fight. So yeah, this is really going into the tabletop RPG aesthetic where one character is always gonna have an edgy name. Blight. Shit, I forgot to add that. I basically have a skill that's just like this, and I keep forgetting to add it. Yeah, now I'm trying to think on what my... Oh, it gives deadly poison. Oh, that is so good. Yeah, because I'm trying to think. I for sure, you know, back when I was younger once, I was at one point a kid, and in a kind of a, I don't think I really had a true angsty teenage phase, but I mean, you can't be a teenager with about a little bit of angst. But yeah, I have a long history of tabletop RPGs, and I am glad to say that I have only ever had one semi-edgy character name, but it was never as bad as that. Not as bad as Blight. It's not a name, that's a condition. Oh, that's fun.
Magnificent.
Deal dark +4, so 28. I should be able to take him out. Just, yeah, unfortunately, I don't remember too much of what that character was. Because it's like a 14-year-old character. Shit, I really wanted that chunky gold nugget. I remember the character name. I just unfortunately don't remember anything else about the character. Interesting.
Fight him off.
Why do they have so little defense? But yeah, gee, maybe was it a? No, I know exactly what character it was. It was a. So okay, so this was in the 3.5 era of D&D, Dungeons and Dragons 3.5. Arguably the best edition out there for crunchy systems. Literally, it's the only reason why Pathfinder's around is because they decided to go and make a 4E of D&D. Thank you, Paizo, for continuing on the tradition of chunky, crunchy, numbery games like D&D. But yeah, no, it was a ooh, fuck, he's gonna die. It was a human, because I like the bonus feat. If I can take a bonus feat, I'll always take a bonus feat. It was a human. It was a human. It was either a human scion from the when they introduced the psionics. It was a human scion, so basically a wizard version of a psychic character class, or it was the psionic warrior or psionic fighter. No, psionic fighter, that's what it was. Which was the psychic version of a fighter. It was one of those two, and his name was it ended up being pronounced as she or shy, SHI, but it was styled as the Roman numeral 13 for his first name, and it was and then it was like, it was either Moonheart or Starheart for like the family name. Oh, and I just remember, don't remember what the campaign was for that. I do remember he died very quickly because I was not smart with how I played back in those days, but shit, I forgot to heal him. He may die. Give you a health potion. I don't even remember how he died. I just remember that I originally wanted to call him 13 because he was going to be from a penal, like a prisoner, from a penile, like penitentiary. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. So like he'd be like from a penitentiary colony type situation, and that's how he escapes, because he manifested his psionic abilities. So that was his inmate number was 13, and that's what he went by. And then it just got super confusing with like keeping track of of initiative because we had a character's name who was a number. So yeah, I mean, it is fine.
The butterfly hovers in the air, but there is no sign of the flower you seek.
Let's see some other characters.
It's fluttered off again.
Other characters I played.
Stopover on its journey.
See here, I think I did a half elf. So one of the last 3.5 campaigns that I played in was a Gestalt campaign. Is a very specific style of campaign where you take two classes as one, and then you take the best out of each class. So if you took a wizard fighter, you would take fighters hit die, wizards skill points, like how many skill points you get per level. You take all their skills, and then you take the fighter's base attack bonus because that was better, and then you take fighters fortitude save, but then you would take wizards wisdom save and fighters dexterity save, because I think fighters had slightly better dexterity. A slightly better dexterity saving throw. And then you'd have access to everything, so you'd always constantly. So each time you would level up in that class, you'd basically be leveling up twice. So going from 1 to 2, but you'd be like level 2 you'd be a level 2 character, but you'd be taking everything from a level 2 fighter and a level 2 wizard. So that's how that worked. Very important detail. So I played a half elf with the human ancestry background, which means that I got a bonus feat and some of the and then also too the bonuses of being a half elf. I keep forgetting I need to heal these guys. And then it was it was half elf, human ancestry background, giving me access to the bonus feat on top of the half elf, like resistance to being charmed and whatnot. But I did a rogue scout. So not only did I have sneak attack, I had an ability called Scout. Scout was interesting. Basically, you had to move 10 feet. You would have to take at least 10 feet, and then you'd basically get the equivalent of a sneak attack die. So I played a ranged rogue with how did I do this? It was a ranged rogue, obviously, but then I had a bastard sword as a backup weapon if I had to go into melee, just because I could two-hand it, because I never used a shield, because I would always use a bow. But then I also had to take like additional feats to, like, if that were to ever happen and I needed to move to get the bonus scout damage, I had to take like a couple extra feats where my movement didn't cause attacks of opportunity as long as I didn't move out of their threat range. And so yeah, basically I would move around enemies, hit them with a sword, getting sneak attack if I could get it, and scout damage. So I was either doing basically at level 1 I was doing 2d6 extra damage from both if I got scout and sneak attack, but I always had at least one of those at all times. Shit, she died. I forgot. So engrossed in my story time. I don't want to use a supreme salve on anybody. You know what, just pump up your attack. And then we'll use this to heal. So yeah, that was super fun. The scout was more like, the scout was it was like a rogue with more combat. So it had
Excellent.
less trying to think. I think it had like less dexterity, better fortitude, and then I think a low wisdom, whereas rogue had a lower fortitude, great dexterity, saving throw, a bonus to saving throw, and then I think it was a okay will save, and that matters because a bad there was like it was like good, better, best kind of situation. A good was like +6, better would be +12, and then the best, if it had a if its ability, or if its saving throw bonus was considered the best category, I think it would be like a +24 at level 20. Should grab my PHB. I should grab my 3.5 PHB. Take a look. I haven't looked at that for a while. I don't think this would be worth fighting. I'm gonna run. But yeah, no, I love making. I like making D&D character. I just like making tabletop RPG characters. And interestingly enough, some of the best characters I've had are actually support characters. Oh yeah, skills first. Let's see, Mirage Blast first. 2, 4, 5. Yeah, let's get that out of for Thunder Strike. I don't really care for that one. Oops. Try attack. Yep. Power charge. Generate gems equal to value of roll. Also add 5 to attack. Okay, so that's only good if you roll a 3, 4, or 5, a 3, 4, 5, or 6. No, I don't. That seems fine. I don't like it. I think we'll do that instead. Because I do need a way to increase my damage in certain instances. Right, owned in items. Let's see here. I'm trying to think. Yeah, some of the best characters I've ever created that like felt really cool to me in tabletop RPGs always happen to be support characters. So they have unfortunately they tend to be support healer characters. Or maybe I shouldn't say unfortunately, but that's what they tend to be. But yeah, so let's see. I think, yeah, because like my first character I played was a dwarven. Was in a 3-5 campaign. I played a dwarven cleric, and I had such good rolls that I ended up having more health than a barbarian minotaur or a barbarian Goliath by like 30 hit points. And that was my first character. It was super fun. Unfortunately, the DM that I played with, he really wasn't the greatest DM, to be 100% honest, but like we were all kind of young and didn't really know how to play they knew how to play more D&D than I did, but at the time, but it wasn't that great. Yeah, see, I just remember he was a dwarf cleric. I don't even remember his name. I know I played a wizard. Played a wizard character that had its who was gonna go for a prestige class that basically turned him into a it's such a weird prestige class to basically be able to take. You had to consume powdered basically a powdered dust crushed from an adamantite meteor from space. Specifically, you couldn't just do rock in the ground. It had to be from space. And it was like you had to like consume like 100,000 gold pieces worth of it. And basically at the and that's just to unlock it. That's just to get level 1 of this of this prestige class. But when you do, you became like you became a construct. So you transform into a like your body, your organic material gets replaced with the adamantite material. You become a construct. You get all the construct stuff where you don't need to eat, you don't need to breathe, you don't need to sleep, because it's adamantite. You get damage. You get DR5 dash, so it can't be bypassed by anything. I did not get anywhere with him on that because we decided to change the campaign because it wasn't really going anywhere. The guy DMing at the time wrote himself in a corner on accident. It happens, but let's see. I think the next one I played after that was
teamwork makes the dream work.
Tried to do something from the Complete Divine. I'm trying to remember what I did. I think I played a Favored Soul from the Complete Divine. That was really weird. it was broken. Favored Soul is a very broken base class. Or at least it was for the group at the time. I don't think I prestige classed for that one at all.
Magnificent.
Let's see here. I know I did a 22. Son of a bitch. Okay, you make this really, really hard to actually be able to heal you. I made a my favorite, probably my favorite like bruiser type character, called, I think he was just named Grunk. He was kind of a semi joke character, where he was a Goliath monk with no, was he a monk or was he a fighter? I think he was a Goliath fighter, just so I could have all those bonus feats. And then he took he cross-classed into the, it's like, I think it was either called the Reaping Mauler or the Mauler prestige class. And basically that class, I think it's a 5-level prestige class that basically gave you bonuses to the grappling mechanic, and then at like level 5, if you grappled someone, you can make another check to put them in a chokehold, and then once the enemy's in a chokehold, it was like you do the chokehold for 2 rounds, and it basically puts them to sleep, like knocks them unconscious within like two or 3 rounds, and then you can continue, like no save, just automatically makes them unconscious. And then if you wanted to, you could keep doing the chokehold for 2 more additional rounds and then instant kill that enemy that you have in a chokehold, or sleeper hold, I should say. You just make them go into the endless sleep.
And fight.
So that was that. I like that one, that character a lot. Yeah, I think it was just called like Grunk the Mighty. Very, very basic, somewhat silly name. Let's see here. I had a paladin Justicar, a paladin base class Justicar sub or prestige class, called Xavier. I don't think I gave him a last name with that one. I think it was just called Xavier. Just basically, I was like, okay, how do I make a bounty hunter? Oh, it'd take
magnificent.
It was like a lawful stupid paladin, sure, and then the Justicar, prestige class from Complete Warrior. So that was fun. I basically played a bounty hunter throughout that whole campaign. Let's see here. What else did I do?
Magnificent.
I know let's see. I know for I think. Yeah, because then, because after the Scout Rogue, I played another healer class, but I did, because it was Gestalt, I took Cleric and I think I took Cleric and Wizard. Because yeah, then we ended up joking that we should do like a triple Gestalt campaign so that I could play Wizard, Cleric, Scion, so I could literally learn every piece of magic in 3.5. But this is before Arcane Focuses, and I didn't feel like carrying around basically 3 different versions of an arcane component pouch. Because magical components cost a lot of money, and if you got to get components for like 4 different spells, it's kind of cray-cray. If you were a person who played a wizard and constantly threw fireballs, you know how much bat guano you needed to carry? It's fucking crazy. Not to mention the social ramifications for smelling like bat poop.
The flower doesn't seem to be here either. Back on the butterfly's trail.
See here, I didn't. So yeah, that those are my some of the characters I played in 3.5. There's at least 2 or 3 that I can't remember, because this spans like 5 years worth of characters and like 4 different DMs. Let's see here. We didn't play. We didn't play 4E. I did go to a D&D night at a local game store and did play some 4E. But I wanted to play a psyker, and the DM basically I did essentially a walk-up table where you could just literally walk up and play. But you had to bring your own character type situation. And so I was gonna play I wanted to play as a psionic warrior again, a sonic fighter. But yeah, the DM decided that instead of like preferencing that he didn't want scions in his game before in his like call out sheet. Or even like mention that there might be some restrictions, was kind of like, great. Now I gotta figure out what else to play. But no, that was fun. I remember ruining his plans with a gelatinous cube and trying to kill off one of the other like more stable characters in one of the players who was more consistent for that group that played on those open D&D nights for that store. It was basically like they were trapped. They couldn't get out of the cube.
Soppy earth. You decide to ask the Onyx Maiden about the situation on this island.
And instead of just letting them sit in there taking the gelatinous cube's acid damage, I asked if it was okay if I could essentially use like either part of my move action to reach in and grab them alongside an athletics check, and then to move, like basically use half my speed to reach in, athletics check to rip them out, and then the rest of my move to move out. And he said, yeah, but it's going to be a difficult check, and I rolled a nat 20 and was able to wrench them out.
In her ritual.
I could visually see on his face that he was not happy about that. So
now its fate hinges upon the Onyx Maiden Queenie and her attendant Blight. You think on this for a moment when...
For generations ongoing. Okay.
Laty loses her footing and flails about, close to tumbling over.
Don't fall in the mud. Will you catch her?
You can't let Laty get all covered in mud, so you dive into the mud. But she flings her arms out to either side, regaining her balance last minute. Now you're wet and muddy for no reason. As all this is happening, Queenie ends up falling too, despite Blight's best efforts to help her keep her footing.
Oh, they're two peas in a pod.
Kicks her face.
Okay, now I start off with 4. 7 and then turn 1. Oh no, that is counting turn 1. So you get base 1, plus 1 for turn, now plus 2 for the rings. Ooh. That would mean that if I had... Do you mind? I got one of the dogs in there in the stream room tonight, and I guess she's a little itchy and she's making her tags go all jingle jangle. A little distracting.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
And unfortunately now I have the song Jingle Jangle in my head from Fallout New Vegas. At least I think that's what the song's called. Or it might just be called My Spurs. Parentheses, go jingle jangle. Jingle jangle jingle. Yeah. Shit, that might be overkill. Go for that double heal. Keep forgetting. Keep saying I'm gonna heal them, but then I forget. All right, let's see here. So yeah, that was my experience with 4th edition. 5th edition, let's see here. I know I played a druid. I think I played a, let's see, I'm trying to think what race I was. I think it was just a human druid. For that bonus feat, of course. Variant human. Let's see here, and that was for Horde of the Dragon Queen. I played a... I think I played like a gnome rogue for a little blurb for Out of the Abyss. if I remember right, we did like a chunk of Horde of the Dragon Queen because we were in an Adventures League for D&D. We at some point we had to stop playing Horde of the Dragon Queen and move on to Princes of the Apocalypse based content. And we just like moved our characters over for that. Because we were about right where we needed to be to like actively play that. We may have skipped a couple chapters to make it like more worth it. To put us like more into it. But then I don't think we did too much after that. For that adventure module. Let's see, I know we did a Curse of Strahd event. That was super fun. It was a specific. I don't even know how that worked. No, it was an official event. It basically you had three different. We had the party that I played with, and like 3 other tables. You fuckers in that event. Yeah, I don't remember exactly how this event was ran. All you bastards were Dave. Yeah, I think we were trying. Hold on, I'm trying to explain how the event worked. It was basically like we were. It was like it was like multi-dimensional. So like our version of Bulgaria. No. Our version of Return to Castle Ravenloft, Curse of Strahd, was completely different than the another tables, but we're all running the same adventure, and at certain points we could like it was like the shards of Strahd, and everything was fractured as each shard got resolved. Tables, they all combined into one. Yeah, something like that. And then like there was like certain items you could like acquire, like a crystal. You could find a crystal ball, and then if you interacted with it, one of the members of your table can go around to the other tables, or at least one other table, and like see what they're doing. So it was super cool. But yeah, so that one was what one of my friends and fellow streamers, Spud Armstrong, who is lovely, always lovely human being, always in my chats for streams. Really appreciate it. He was running that, and it was me and like 2 other people, plus another person's friend, one of the other person's friends, and we decided to not do oops all bards. We decided to play a gaggle of dwarves. Can I run in this? Wait, is that an automatic enemy spawn, or was that coincidental? Uh-oh, hold on. Yeah, I think we played all dwarves and we were all named Dave. However, our classes were different. I was I was Dave the dwarf cleric, and then someone else was Dave the dwarf barbarian, and then another one was Dave the dwarf wizard. No, Dave the dwarf. No, dwarf wizard, and then we had one of them was Dave the gnome, and he was the wizard. There was one specific. It wasn't all dwarfs, because that was the joke. We were all dwarves named Dave, and then like our adopted gnome brother named Dave. So, something silly like that. It was awesome. I remember coming up across. I don't think we ended up going that far, getting that far. I don't think we finished. But one of the highlights was we came across a group of cultists doing a thing, and they tried to run. Some of them tried to run, some of them tried to fight. The ones that fought died, and the ones that tried to run away, I ended up like tackling to the ground and grappling, and then just like punching him in the face constantly, asking him questions. It would be like it would be like sustain grapple check to punch him, and then interact with object to make it fair to talk to this person. So as I'm punching, I'm like, who do you work for? Psh, psh. Where's your base? Pew pew. It's like that scene from Austin Powers. Who do you work for? They're in the it's the casino toilet bathrooms. It's Mike Myers' character and oh shoot, I can never remember the actor's name who plays Mini-Me. But he's basically giving him a swirly, and there's this like cowboy, like Texas gambler in the bathroom in the next stall. And so he's just hearing this like really gnarly sounds in the next stall over as he's as Mike Myers' character Austin Powers is just like giving Mini-Me a huge swirly. Vern Troyer, I think that sounds correct. I'll look it up.
Excellent.
You were supposed to make a new one of that of that series, but I think Michael Myers, whatever his name is, I think he kind of killed his career after The Love Guru. Yeah, Vern Troyer. Yep, that's correct. But it's Verne. It's because he played a mage in WoW. Oh man, the WoW World of Warcraft's celebrity like commercials. Oh fuck, what was it? So yeah, there was Michael Myers. There was an Ozzy Osbourne one night. I think he played a Tauren druid. Was it Mr. T for the Tauren? See, I know Ozzy Osbourne was in there. You guys got to give me a turn. Mr. T, Night Elf Warrior. That's right. No, Night Elf Mohawk. That's what it was. Night Elf Warrior. Wasn't there a Bill Gates one too? Ozzy was an undead. That makes more sense. I feel like there was a Bill Gates one where he was a gnome mage too. Or maybe I'm getting that mixed up with the Austin Powers one, and I just like because I was young. I shouldn't have been watching Austin Powers. I was way too young for those movies.
Excellent.
I seen them when I was 7. That's because those are the perks of having a older brother and a dad who's way too tired for anything. honestly, the whole thing gave me like William Shatner was the Tauren Druid. Yes. Yes, that makes more sense. Yeah, because I remember him. I remember him now. Shit, I should try to dig those up. Because it was like it was basically like "You're not you when you're hungry" Snickers commercials. Like it was, you know, obviously, you know, food or video game versus food, but like it had that same energy.
You did great. At the end of the narrowed path, though you are now deep into the wetlands, the flower is nowhere to be found. You wonder if the butterfly is even headed toward it at all.
Yeah, Ozzy was an undead warlock, arguing that he was the Prince of Darkness versus the Lich King. Yeah. Wasn't there a Blood Elf one, too? I feel like that was another rock star. Was it Slash? Did Slash do one? No, that doesn't sound right. Slash did other video game commercials, and I don't remember which ones. I think it was Rock Band. Rock Band or Guitar Hero. I've seen that one. I've seen clips of that one. The Jean-Claude Van Damme being a troll. Yes, I do remember that. Don't know. I remember seeing it on YouTube. But yeah, yeah, a French commercial with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Yeah, that makes sense. I cannot dispute that. Willie Toledo, human paladin. Is that I probably know who it's kind of sad because I think I know who this is, and if I think I know who this is that I can visually see visually, like in my mind, like know what he looks like. But like, yet I see that name, Willie Toledo. It's not. I think of a specific person, but yet I don't think that's his name. For whatever reason, in my head, it is the guy who plays the uncle to the two kids in the Spy Kids movie, who basically is just a child-friendly version of his character in Machete. Is that who I'm thinking of? Guillermo Toledo? Oh, okay. It's Guillermo. Oh, from Spain. Okay, never mind. Oh, there he is. Nope. Not who I thought it was. Also, too, it breaks the thing is he's from Spain. Who am I thinking of? What is his name? Who's the guy who plays Machete? Machete. Machete. Yeah, there we go. Machete. No, those are the characters. Danny Trejo, Jesus. Oh yeah, Chuck Norris. Okay. Yep, I see. I now that you're saying some of these saying some of these actors' names, I'm getting slight flashes of like the commercials now. Unlocking vague memories. Yeah, no, I was thinking Danny Trejo. The William was throwing me off, and I knew that wasn't right. I like deep down knew that wasn't right, but like I couldn't remember what the guy's name is because I don't. He's got a recognizable face. Unfortunately, I can never seem to actually like keep his name in my mind.
Your party has pursued the butterfly all the way to a clearing.
He's a good actor. I like him. I know everything
that led you here is
that I've seen he's been in.
Perched atop a flower, blooming in the center of the glade.
Aubrey Plaza, Orc Hunter.
There's the flower, Blight's voice rings out. And with a few radiant particles scattered in its wake, the butterfly disappears. Or was it never there at all?
Whoa, it's psychedelic, dudes. Oh, that's super funny. Her Aubrey Plaza sounds familiar, but she is in literally nothing I've ever seen.
And fight.
All right, so this looks like it's a good place to... It'll be a good place to grind out some levels if I ever need to get to that point. Oh, by the way, Spud, I figured out why... I figured out why we had that break in like this section here, where you haven't unlocked this yet. There's technically 2 chapter 3s. So right now the Onyx, the Tale of the Onyx Maiden is technically chapter 3 as well. It's a 2-parter, which actually makes sense with how they've described. Like you have your option of doing the North or East Island next. So like that makes 100% like sense, but yeah. So apparently, based on how this works, is that I should have done the East Isle first. However, the East Isle seems to have significantly harder enemies. So I don't know if that changes because I have done the North Isle, and if I had done the East Isle first, if it would have been a different
2
like
plus 1.
like different level of enemies. Shit, I don't have a way to heal him now. Don't attack him. Good. Food's good. Food is good. Oh, okay, I guess Blight's dead.
Ouch.
See, the issue is that I would love to give them attack or like elemental rings, but
Magnificent.
I never know which rings to give because there's not a good areas don't have a standard. Like these gecko things, they deal poison. The snakefish things deal wind damage, but sometimes they also do water damage. They only get the one ring slot, which is really stupid because you have 10 fingers. Sorry, four fingers, 3 fingers, up 2 pinkies and 2 thumbs. Be technical about it. You have 10 phalanges between 2 hands. Omnipanacea, interesting. All right, gonna touch the flower.
The flower blooming deep within the wetlands is a brilliant blue, a splash of color amidst the drab surroundings. With a gentle movement, Queenie reaches out a hand to pick it.
I also just don't like the name Queenie. Queenie's also kind of a weird
The
name.
ground beneath the blossom swells upward, and a huge monster shows itself.
It's not a monster, it's a crab.
Is upon you.
Just remember, everybody, in terms of evolutionary perfection, everything wants to become a crab. I knew what that phenomenon was called at one point. I don't remember anymore. Oh, great. Oh, let's see here. Hopefully they're not resistant to wind. Wants to be a crab. Carcinization, that's what it is. I'm not gonna have enough. I need 5. I want to do that, but it won't let me. So I'll do this instead.
Magnificent.
No, this I hate crab enemies in this game. Oh, good. Yes, give me that. I will take that. Okay, just gotta focus on the one. Oh, but she has... Let's do pumped up. Because he can't do anything else. I want to do that one. Well, it's a good thing I crit on that.
Fortune favors the bold.
Attack +4. 15 damage. Froth. Okay. So that should negate this turn's lightning damage. Miss. Good. Okay, cool. Two, 4. Yeah, because they want you to use this. The issue is that I can't use that because I have no other way to generate mana fast to heal. So unfortunately, I have to do this. Okay, that's good. That's strong. Okay, cool. And then I'll have enough crystals in time to double heal everybody up, which is just enough time for everybody else to be able to attack. There's no way I'm going to be able to beat it or get 11 damage on the attack. Yeah, because he resistance. That's what I thought. Photosynthesis. Oh, fuck you. Yeah, I gotta get ahead on this. I have to be able to use that darkness attack for the deadly poison next round. I think that's Blight's skill. Oh no. No, it was her skill. Shoot. What does Blight have then? Oops. Okay, cool. I'm getting ahead of it now. Unfortunately. Fortunately, I'm not. Oh, this is gonna be slow. It'd be great if they didn't all. It'd be great if they didn't all do lightning bolt. It'd be super great if they do all froth. Don't be chewing on your foot. Ooh, that's a good backup. Two, 4, 6, 8. I gotta spend a turn to generate mana, and hopefully 2, 4, 6. Okay. Oh, they're weak to fire. Interesting. Yes, waste your turn. You also do photosynthesis, and then I only have to worry about 2 attacks. Okay, if they do that on the other 2, the half, that's perfectly fine. But they're not. He's gonna use the thunder. Yeah, I knew it. Okay, this one. What are you going to do? You are going to 2, 4, 6. This should be fine. We just get him taken care of. Ooh, that was cool looking. Fortunately, not enough. Ooh, nice heal. Do the panacea, so hopefully I can trick him into doing 2 turns of okay. It's a 5 or it's 6. 2, 4, it's 5. Okay. I have to gotta do it this way. Oh, this is so slow. But it's nothing but crabs. Fortunately, I have. Okay, it's. Okay, normal strike. Lightning bolt. My guy there might die. Refire damage 2-4. Fortunately, we didn't get the darkness buff for attack, but that should be fine because it'll take at least one out.
Two fight as one.
Two fight as one. Do standard heal 2 or heal plus. Help that one out. And then charge. Yep, that was expected. That also was expected. Okay, cool. We can get ahead of that. No, you're gonna charge. You are going to do this. That might be enough to take him out if I crit, but I don't think I've seen these crit. Okay, and then finish it off with the lightning. Well, at least I can only do a minimum of 1 damage.
You did great.
Ooh, let it level up. Okay, free heal. Deal 25 light damage to all enemies. Nice.
The sound of Blight's lightning attack rips through the rainy bog, striking the monster dead on.
We never used any of his lightning attacks.
Its carapace pierced, the monster sinks back into the swampy muck. Stillness returns to the wetlands, and the patter of rain is audible once more. The Onyx Maiden takes the blue flower gently in hand.
Ooh, nice.
She explains that this flower is actually a medicinal herb called clockweed.
Because it like reverses time?
Apparently, it is used to heal wounds and is even said to turn back time for the human body, though the truth of that claim is uncertain.
Interesting.
Sensing another monster fixing its gaze upon your party, you lead everyone back to the village. All the while, you find your attention drawn to the maiden's murmuring, drowned out though it is by the sound of the rain. This flower, buy more time.
Interesting. The relic is reacting to Queenie's warm heart. Ooh, she got it like a katana. Ooh, look at that. It's got the eyes like the shadow people. All right, we're gonna quickly take a quick break, and then I'm gonna stop my. I'm gonna stop the stream, but I'm gonna stop my recording of the stream while we're on break, and then when I come back, I'll reinitiate the recording so that like we can have a decent like part 1, part 2 for YouTube, and then I can go take a quick walk, stretch my legs, and then we can continue. So hang tight, everybody. I'll be right back.